What up? What up? What up? This is the Rec League Podcast. This is episode 1. My name is Randy Little, and in this first episode, I want to give you guys a breakdown of what to expect as far as the Rec League Podcast, who to expect, what I may or may not be talking about, and what exactly lit the fire to inspire me to want to make my own show. And welcome back, man. First, I just want to break down exactly what inspired me to want to create a podcast. And I guess I can take it back to when I started YouTube back in 2011 when I started making YouTube videos, and I started watching the Schmoes Know movie show back in like 2012, and it was just so cool to just watch a bunch of people talk about what they love, and it was like it's low key like a dream of mine to eventually end up on the movie trivia Schmodown, because I think I know enough, man. Like I think I know enough to hold my own, and I think I know enough to eventually, like, if I was to ever be invited, man, like I think I could win a belt. Like that's how good I think I am, and which leads me to, like, side note, if I'm talking about movies on this show, and I know it, like I used to be ashamed, like, yo, I used to hold back on my movie knowledge and not say, like, not get as nerdy as possible as far as what I knew regarding whatever topic. But on this show, on my show, if I know what's going on with something, I'm putting it out there. And just over the years, man, watching the Schmoes Know, I was like, man, this would be so cool to do. This would be so cool to be able to cook up your own podcast and be able to just talk to other people about the stuff they love. And then last year, right after, like, the opening weekend for Spider-Man Homecoming, my dudes I went to school with, I graduated with Shy Holder and Brandon Adams. Eastside, what up? Indianapolis, what up? Warren Central High School, class of 2004, what is up? And we was talking about Spider-Man. We talked a little bit about the Pacers or whatever. And man, a side note, reflecting back to that, my predictions was wrong about the Pacers. But like, that's what really, like, lit the fire and got me to want to do my own show. Like, man, this is so fun. And excuse me. Yeah, like me, my dudes who you will see on the show, Old Man Lawrence, who you will hear on the show, Legacy, Javon Merritt, my two closest compadres. We just spent a year spitballing ideas, and I think it was Old Man Lawrence's idea. I think Rec League Podcast, the name comes from my dog, Old Man Lawrence. So shout out to him, kudos to him, because he won. That name stuck. And what you can expect is a lot of movie discussions. Sometimes I'll dedicate whole episodes to movie discussions. If a trailer come out, I want to talk about Blu-ray releases. I want to talk about upcoming releases. I want to talk about news, whatever the case may be. And then sports, like NBA. Like, I love the NBA. The NBA season never stops, in my opinion. I know the NFL is, going through some rough times as far as fan reception, depending on what side of the fence you are on certain issues. But I still watch NFL. I can't wait to watch the Colts this year. And then hip-hop. Hip-hop is going to be the least talked about topic on the Rec League Podcast, simply because what I feel like media outlets portray as, or want to sell as, hip-hop news, I don't think it's news. Nicki Minaj was seen stepping out of a restaurant and then her shoe broke. Like, that's not news to me. I want to talk about, like, this new Nas album the Carter's album, J. Cole, KOD, my favorite album of the year. Um, and whatever releases might come out. Oh, so and so, yeah, like the Pusha T. Like if I would have done this a month and a half ago, the Pusha T Drake beef. Um, Drake got 8, Pusha T won that. There's no arguing. And then this Drake album, this Drake double disc album, I haven't even heard that people say like it's like 25 tracks deep and only 5 songs are good. Um, and there will be guests. Like yes, my guests are going to be people that I know, my friends. If I can throw an olive branch out there and get my friends to come on and converse with me about topics, then eventually, hopefully, you guys watch, you guys listen, you guys are gonna make the show what it is, and hopefully, eventually, I can get guests that I don't know that have a lot more credibility in the entertainment world than I do, and we can just sit and talk because I don't know how to interview people. I know how to ask questions. I know how to, hey, what's going on with you? And then there we go, man. I had to turn the phone back on the app because I didn't want to lose none of my stuff. And see, like what I was telling my dog, what I was telling my dog Orlando Penner, another Indianapolis resident, Pizzle, what up? Who will be a guest on the show as well. I want the Rec League podcast to be a more lax version of my YouTube channel. Like I said, I want to talk about movies. I want to talk about sports. I want to talk about hip hop. And I don't want to do it as structured as my YouTube videos are because my YouTube videos, I follow a format. I intro like this. I talk about what the main, if it's a movie, I talk about what the story is. I talk about what I thought. I give my rating. If I'm reviewing an album, I talk about the beats, the lyrics, and then I give my rating. And then sports is really just prediction videos. And get used to that too, because I'm going to stutter a lot. And I mean, for now, man, like that really is what to expect. Oh, if you guys are a fan of movies, if you guys are a fan of sports, if you guys are a fan of hip hop, man, I hope you come. I hope you listen. I hope you stay. Like, the Rec League podcast, man, is like the Walmart of podcasts because, for one, you might go in there for one thing, but I, for one, hope that you leave with a whole lot more. Because every time you go to Walmart, hey, I just need to go in here and grab some toilet paper. Oh, but you got toilet paper, milk, a bag of chips. You went over to the movie section and you got yourself a new DVD. It's just way more than you thought. You thought you was going to go in there spending $20 and you went in there spending $120. And once again, you know what I mean? Like, the Walmart of podcasts, we not your first choice, but we got a little bit of everything to offer. So, to give you guys a little taste of what to expect as far as the specific segments that I want to talk about in each show, we gonna do that right now. We gonna do that right now. And Comic-Con was last weekend, so I want to highlight a few of the news stories, I guess you could say, that come out. I want to talk about Blu-ray releases that are coming out that I plan on getting that are just coming out in general. And then we gonna take it from there. And just to hit on the Blu-ray releases, like if I would have got y'all this show out last week, Ready Player One was the big Blu-ray release that came out. Man, that's one of my favorite movies all year. If you go to my YouTube channel, just search my name. I feel like I gotta sneeze, man. But this week, the week of the 29th, the Overboard remake comes out. And I'm curious to see how many collectors are really gonna pick that up. Because I mean, I thought it was fine, but I don't need to own it. So the Comic Con news, like overall, I thought Comic Con was a bit of a letdown as far as news that came out. There was no X-Men trailer. There was no like schedule of DC movies that announced, and but there was a trailer for Shazam. There was a trailer for Aquaman. I think they teased a little bit from Wonder Woman 1984. And starting off, I thought the Shazam trailer was really, really fun. A couple people I've talked to are down on the suit. I think the suit looks cool. I think DC overall is trying to be a little brighter as far as the tone of their universe. Like, I love what Zack Snyder did. The consensus, as far as I know, didn't. So, Shazam is a kid, a teenager, who basically gets the powers of Superman. He, like, Zachary Levi is perfect from my opinion on one trailer. I hope that his family, like, I'm not huge into the Shazam comic, but his family also gets Shazam like powers, if I'm not mistaken. I would like to see that perhaps in future installments. I think Mark Strong is another DC villain. Like, Mark Strong is money as villains, just kick ass. Sinestro really wasn't a villain in Green Lantern, but that post credit scene alluded to what I would have hoped we would have gotten. Green Lantern 2 with Sinestro was the villain, but he was the villain in the Ridley Scott Robin Hood and Sherlock Holmes, the Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes, and he's money in all of those. And I think he's going to do a great job in Shazam. I hope that they tease Black Adam. Like, The Rock has been announced as Black Adam for like 3 or 4 years now, and I don't need a Black Adam movie, but The Rock as a villain in the DC universe is what I want to see now. The Aquaman trailer I thought was really cool. And again, there are a lot of fans down on the CG. It looks like there's too much CG. Dog, how many cities can you literally travel to that take place underwater, that are underwater? The fish are gonna look computer generated. The the way that the people look is gonna look different. Like, there are going to be noticeable effects in a movie that predominantly takes place underwater. I think Momoa is good as Arthur Curry. Justice League, he was the quippy, let's make Aquaman the cool, edgy character, and that's one of the things that I didn't like about Justice League. I liked Justice League more than most people, but my man, oh yeah, and all his one-liners for Aquaman in Justice League didn't work, but he was good. Like, the permission to come aboard, that was funny, and there's like been Black Panther comparisons. Black Panther was one of the best movies all year, so like that's a lot to live up to. I want Ocean Master to be dope. I want Black Manta to be dope. I want like DC needs to succeed. I want the DC universe to thrive. And the 2 trailers that I saw from Comic Con looked promising. And like that too, like it was announced, reported that DC officially like terminated the DC extended universe as far as the title of their cinematic world. And then it was announced that it's either the Worlds of DC or Worlds of DC, but there have also not been confirmation that DC said that either. So as far as I know, the DC Extended Universe, DC Cinematic Universe doesn't have an official title, and it wasn't announced officially. So I don't know. I don't know what it's called, man. But that's another point I have, man. Like, just don't believe all the speculation that may come out of whatever outlet, man. Because like 2-3 days ago, um, the Disney Fox like deal was like officially finalized or whatever. That's it. If it like the MC, like the X-Men, Fantastic Four, Deadpool, Silver Surfer, Galactus, whatever characters Fox had from Marvel, they are back with the MCU, yes, but that's where it stops. These characters aren't going to be in movies until like 2021, and this is all speculation too, because for like the next year or so, the next year and a half or so, there's a lot of international ink that still has to dry as far as all these characters and Fox being all their properties being Disney owned. So if you like, don't believe that Dark Phoenix is going to be canceled. Don't believe that New Mutants is going to be canceled until somebody actually makes a statement that has a Disney logo on it. Um, and there's even rumors that everybody's going to be recast except Ryan Reynolds. I think I have a genius way to integrate Ryan Reynolds into the MCU, but who's to say that Kevin Feige and the Marvel Cinematic Universe even want to use Deadpool? Um, and that hits home even more. Just wait until an official announcement. Um, and then the Godzilla King of Monsters trailer come out from Comic-Con. I thought that was real dope. The Glass trailer was very dope. And the rest of Comic-Con, like, I don't even really remember. I think the Iron Fist, okay, yeah. The Iron Fist trailer come out for Season 2. I think that looks way better than Season 1. And the DC Universe Titans trailer came out. I thought it was fine. Everybody's, oh, F Batman. Robin said F Batman. Like, that's the big takeaway from that trailer. That was one part of what's going to be an entire season. Like, okay, the DC Universe is going to have shows that are more adult and more edgy. Like, oh, Robin's an edgy guy. But, like, I want to wait. Like, it didn't excite me any more than I already was for that show. And as far as new movies theatrically, I highly recommend y'all go see Mission Impossible Fallout. I like Teen Titans Go to the Movies for what it was. Both reviews are on my YouTube channel, man. Just search Randy Little on YouTube. You should find my channel. And on Facebook, if you're looking for me on Facebook, man, at Randy Little Reviews Movies. Be on the lookout for all of that, man. And when I come back, we'll get into some sports topics. And we're back. And like I said, we're going to talk a little bit about some sports. I want to touch on some NBA free agency because, like I said at the very beginning, man, the NBA season just doesn't stop, in my opinion. The Golden State Warriors repeated back in June, July 1st. Free agents could go wherever they want. Biggest free agent in the pool, LeBron James goes to the Los Angeles Lakers. Like, that's insanity to me. LeBron to the West. I never thought that would ever go down. Like, the East is so easy for him to get to the finals every year. And he got that streak, but it was just like, I guess I'm not going to I guess I'm going to take 1 June off. Because he signed 3 years with a player option. So out of the next 3 seasons, I think LeBron will get 1 ring with the Lakers. And then like all of these 1-year deals started flying in too. Lance Stevenson, JaVale McGee, Rajon Rondo, was it Michael Beasley? Like, all went to the Lakers. They let go of Julius Randle. He went to New Orleans. And then Paul George stayed with the Oklahoma City Thunder, which was almost as equally shocking. Because all you had heard was PG to the Lakers, PG to the Lakers, PG to the Lakers. And, I mean, I'm not mad that he stayed with the Thunder. As a Pacer fan, when he first got traded, it hurt. But when we saw the potential that Victor Oladipo showed, like most improved player Victor Oladipo, he came out balling, and I am now thrilled with the future of the Pacers. Man, we picked up Doug McDermott, we picked up Tyreek Evans, and all of these experts, air quotes for my people listening on the Anchor app, air quotes on experts because everybody still sees the Pacers as like a bottom four playoff team. The Pacers will, mark my words, be in a battle with the Philadelphia 76ers for 2 through 4 because I thought Toronto was going to drop. I truly thought Toronto was going to drop, and then they traded DeMar DeRozan to the San Antonio Spurs for Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard is going to be the Paul George of this season because the story all year is Kawhi to the Lakers, Kawhi to the Lakers, Kawhi to the Lakers. But also it's reports that he doesn't want to play with LeBron James. And my question is, Kawhi, do you not want to play with LeBron James, the greatest player of this generation? That's an automatic ring. Like, it's Golden State who? Because Kawhi, the best defensive player in the league, LeBron, the best player in the league. That's an automatic championship. It don't matter who the supporting cast is. But other great role players are going to want to play with them two dudes. But if he does go to the Clippers, I would like to see the Clippers actually be a contender, like what everybody thought Chris Paul and Blake Griffin was going to be. Because I want to I like seeing teams that were trashed for so long end up in the championship conversation. That's why I'm not tired of Golden State, because they went through like the 2000s, when they drafted Steph Curry, the early 10s, they were horrible. And Mark Jackson brought them into contention, and Steve Kerr got them over the hump. I don't know, man. I think I missed, I hit the big stories, but I think I missed a lot of NBA talk. But that's for a more thorough show. That's for a more in-depth episode. NFL, I really like. It's baffling to me that Des Bryant still ain't on the team. I expect the Browns to be significantly better. They made a lot of moves. And then I just want to see Andrew Luck back on the field. That's it. I just want to see Andrew Luck back on the field. Two of my dudes that I grew up with, I ain't going to name names right now because eventually I hope to get y'all on the podcast. But I need y'all to send off them championship and toilet bowl belts ASAP to who y'all supposed to send them to. It's episode 1. Everybody that I know listening to episode 1. And then, there ain't nothing hip hop that I want to talk about right now. So I think we gonna wrap this up, man. Find me. I say me, I mean the show. Find the show on Twitter at Rec League Pod. Find us on Instagram, Rec League Podcast, Facebook, Rec League Podcast. That's gonna be it for the social medias. And me, myself, man, everybody loves Randy. Everybody loves Randy's movies on Instagram. Randy_Little on Letterboxd and Twitter. And then, like I said earlier in the show, at Randy Little Reviews Movies or Randy Little Raps on Facebook. If you watching on YouTube, man, I hope that you enjoyed what you saw. If you listening on the Anchor app, man, I hope you had a good time. I'm still undecided whether I'm going to do this every week or every other week, man. That's it for now, man. We out.